Hello and welcome back. Today we're looking through £100 worth of 10p's, looking for the alphabet 10p's to fill the book. We're only doing £100 today. I need to get a bit. I need to spread out my videos a little bit. My 50p's and £2 coins, I've got quite far ahead, whereas my 10p's are lagging behind. So this week I'm splitting the £200 over 2 videos, but we'll be back to £200 in a couple of weeks' time. So what progress have we made then? Well, on the 2018 book, we are getting tantalizingly close to being complete. We are missing D, G, R and T. And then we've got our first alphabet set of 10p's. 2019, on the other hand, we are making some progress, to be fair. We've got E and G, L, M, J, O, R, V and U. So some more of them would be good as well. But without further ado, let's get into this bag. So let's jump into some questions then. First question comes from Valknut77. It says, if you could choose any shape in the world to make a coin in, no matter how mad, what would you pick? I quite like the scalloped ones, the ones that are all bumpy. I think they're really, really neat. But other than that, I think triangle coins would be really cool. I know there are some triangular coins. I think they're pretty neat. Square coins, I don't know. Any shape that I can't think of having a coin in would be kind of cool. The variety is really neat. Wally Robson says, where will Paddington go next year? So in 2020, he's got to go outside England, hasn't he? If he's going on a UK tour, he's got to go somewhere, I don't know, Edinburgh Castle or somewhere iconic in Wales or Scotland or Northern Ireland, definitely. The Sloan Ranger 1 says, great giveaway as always. My question is, do you have any plans of any kind for an 18 plus after show live where you can say what you like without being concerned about kids watching? I've noticed that you're very mindful of them and thought you might relish the chance to get off the leash, so to speak. So keep up the good work. So I making these videos, obviously I tone some aspects of myself down. I'm no saint, I swear, and get angry at times. That's only natural, only human. But to be fair, the person that I am in the videos is not far removed from the person I am when I'm not in Christopher Collect mode, if that makes any sense at all. I'm sure the coin tubers would agree with that, although there may be some troublemakers that disagree. But yeah, I have my Discord voice chat after a certain time of the evening. Obviously things get a bit more relaxed and we will become more ourselves, less on guard. But I'm very mindful that I don't want to swear on videos because you don't know who's going to watch it. I take exception. I've got to have some nicotine. I can't go a whole live stream. It's 3 hours I do that for. I can't go 3 hours without any nicotine. But I do my little health announcements. I vape. You shouldn't vape. Don't be a hopeless addict like me. The best way to quit is never to start. So yeah, there. I hope that answers your question. If you want a candid chat with me, come on to voice chat on the Discord server after a live stream. But mindful that you do have to be over 13 to be on Discord. What are we next? Karen Birrell says, hi Christopher, just subscribed, although I've been watching your videos on YouTube for a while now, as the lady at the boot sale told me about you. Oh wow, that's cool. I'm enjoying them, keep up the good work, and I'm now addicted to them. Awesome coin collecting. Oh wow, cool. Ellie Michelle even, says, hi, my question is, just how do you not lose suspense / hope when you are getting a dull spell where you don't find anything? I haven't found much for a while now and I'm starting to lose suspense. Sadly, I can only check my change as I don't have a business account. I've loved your videos for a while now. They're great to wind down to in the evenings. One last question, how are you? How has your day been? My day's been great, thank you. I'm doing great. In terms of how do I keep going without because obviously there are times where you get some bad luck, you get bags that's got naff all in it and you just want to give up. But the only way you will never find your Kew Gardens or your missing coins, whatever they happen to be, that Olympic wrestling for example, is if you give up. If you give up looking for it, you will never find it. So that's how I keep on going. You've got to have, I think it was Master Temple, the gentleman who made the painting up there, told me, or has said before, you have to have the rubbish hunts to highlight how good the good hunts are. So yeah, you can't win them all, but it's just statistically, if the more hunts you do, the more you look for it, the more chance you have of finding it. I have more chance of finding a Kew Gardens in all the hunts that I do than Joe Blow lives next door that just looks through his pocket change. So yeah, just keep at it, keep going. And when you find that, imagine that feeling after. So my 50p book at the moment, I've been stuck on wrestling, Olympic wrestling and Kew Gardens for 130 episodes. That's mental. That is what 65 weeks worth of videos, and so that's over a year I've been looking for these 2 coins. But when I find that Olympic wrestling, I'm gonna be so happy, and it's good fun. It's good fun, ribbing each other about who has not found this coin. Oh, I found this coin. Oh, Christopher collects it. It wasn't that hard. I found one. Here you go. And it's all in good fun. And those people get stuck on other coins. No names mentioned. No coins mentioned. But anyway, I hope that answers your question. Connie Gort says, have you ever collected £5 coins? Or other coins? Are you a mind reader? Mind reader. Even though this was posted 2 months ago, last night I bought my first £5 coin, which hopefully will be up next week, and you'll see what that is. So stay tuned for that. John Collect says, what do you think about all the various precious metal versions of circulated coins? Doesn't it miss the point of what currency is? I kind of get what you mean. So yeah, you are talking to the wrong audience here, because I've bought my fair share of silver-proof £2 coins at 50p's. In my mind, that's not... what was the word you said? Miss the point of what currency is. It's not... So my my Frankenstein silver-proof £2 coin, it's not a circulating coin by any means, but it is celebrating that design. It's a beautiful design, and to put it in silver and gold as well, it's just it makes it that much more special, because obviously you're not going to spend that. Obviously you're not going to spend it, but it's like it's a display piece. It's got a higher quality finish, a higher quality design to it that you wouldn't get. Say, take a coin that has been circulated, the Isaac Newton 50p. Although the design on that is stunning, and the circulated coin on the silver proof, it just looks so much more cleaner, so much crisper. And it's just fun to have. I like collecting them. So, although yes, it's not it's not a circulating coin. I get what you mean there, but I think it's cool. I like them. But it's each their own with collecting. You might collect things that I wouldn't collect. I collect things that you don't like. So I don't know. You might hunt through 20 pences, and I've got no interest in looking through 20 pences at the moment, because there's the odd territory. But other than that, there's diddly squat to find. Equally with me and my pennies, I'm hunting through all the pennies, looking for the ones that are from the year 2000 to add to my world record attempt. Majority of you aren't going to have any interest in pennies at all. But yeah, so we all collect different things, different types. Like with stamps, I collect used postally used stamps, whereas lots of people only collect mint stamps, or stamps in sheets, or stamps on their first day covers and things like that, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's the variety of the hobby that is really interesting as well.
Oh, we got one! Huzzah! J for Jubilee. And it's a 2019. Woohoo! Amazing.
Kieran says, hello Mr. Christopher. My question is, have you ever not uploaded a video due to not finding anything? If so, how many videos have not been uploaded? The only ones that come to mind are very early on, when the 10p's had just started being circulating. The amount of 10p hunts I did and found diddly squats. I think I uploaded the first one when I found nothing, just to highlight how rubbish it was, how hard it was to find them. But I think I did 5 or 6 10-penny hunts, not finding any, so they didn't get uploaded, they just got binned. But that's part of why I do the Q&A, because I appreciate going through £200 or £100 of 10 pences. It takes a fair old while, and there's going to be, if I didn't put anything from the start to the end, it'd be a pretty boring video. Which is the feedback I got when I first uploaded the first of my 10p's where I actually found something. Although it was great finding it was really exciting finding that first 10p. It wasn't as interesting to watch as, say, me sat here rambling for the duration of the video. But I'm also interested to know how else I can make these 10p hunts more interesting. So I appreciate that a lot of you that have been watching for a long time will see lots of these same questions come up and up and up and again, over and over and over, because the channel's growing so fast. So many new subscribers are asking these questions that I maybe have answered previously. I don't mind doing it, but I appreciate some of you longer term viewers, subscribers, could probably recite my answers to many of my questions I get asked. So if you have any ideas on how I can spice up the 10p videos, let me know in the comments and I will surely take a look. Dr. John Bear says, do you think the decision for what coins to mint should be shortlisted and then put to a public vote? I think public votes have been have had their issues recently. If you just look back to not going to say the B word, Boaty McBoatface is the word I will say. That's the problem. If you put it open to the public, you get all sorts of nutters with all sorts of crazy opinions that maybe don't not just want to spoil things, but they want to come up with, they want something really ridiculous to happen, like calling the naval scientific exploration vessel, whatever it was, Boaty McBoatface. So the problem is, if you open it up to a public decision, you can get these weird and wacky things appearing. Equally, there's certain rules they have to comply to in terms of putting a design or a person on a coin. So I'm not sure, but what I do know is that designs, when they are submitted, so they'll say, take Captain Cook's for example. The Captain Cook design brief went out to artists. They all made their designs, submitted them anonymously, and then the people who were deciding what designs they wanted picked the designs from the anonymous list. I'm fairly sure that was the Captain Cook one. They did that on a Royal Mint tour. Not my fault if it's wrong or if I forgot to mixed up coins. So that's quite cool in that you're not going to get your design constantly featured on coins just because you're a designer that's designed a coin previously. Obviously, there are certain designers like Jodie Clark with the obverse appears on all coins, but other than that, it is quite open to these designers to design. But with that, I think we'll go back to the coins.
Well, there we go. That's today's finds. 2 jersey and the letter J, which is, when it unblurs, a very, very cool design. So at least we found one. They're very, very elusive to find, so even finding one in £100 is good going. And as ever, all that leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.